Hello everybody, what's going on? Few big insights are coming from NIO and their sales figures, especially for the newer models like the ES8, L90 and the Firefly, has been robust. This article confirms with an anonymous quote from an insider saying NIO is currently competing with big companies like Apple for talent and that the office is too crowded. That's paint a vivid picture. A company is trying to scale fast but hitting major labor hurdle. The recruitment drive isn't for the office workers. It's for boots on the ground manufacturing roles, welders, painters, assembly inspectors and quality supervisors. They are trying to staff 2 full shifts and they are doing with competitive wage overpay and a full suite of benefits. They are literally pulling out all the stop to fill these roles. So, what are the goals? What are the financial stakes here? The company chairman Lee Bin made some very specific pledge in their recent earning call and interviews. But first, let's break down the numbers because this is where the money is. NIO's production capacity is expected to reach an incredibly 15,000 vehicles per month, and the production capacity for the new Onvo brand alone need to reach 10,000 units in October and 15,000 units in December. If they hit these numbers, their revenue outlook completely changes. Failing to hit them means continued supply chain disappointment, missed sales targets, and a stock that remain under pressure. But I don't think that is going to happen. Now, here is the silver lining and why I remain bullish on their execution. The leadership knows what the problem is. They are not sitting back hoping for the best. This article mentions that they are making deep cuts in the supply chain to save money, but they are simultaneously ensuring supply in the supply chain and reducing cost. They have admitted that the production capacity of the L90 and the all new ES8 is better than expected. That's a huge win on manufacturing front, and more importantly they are implementing concrete action to ensure labor. They are coordinating with local government and colleges to establish channel for intern recruitment. They are working with an official government backed agency to coordinate labor resources. This isn't just an internal HR push. This is a company activating all available resources, including government partnership, to solve a critical capacity problem. It shows focus, commitment, and a clear understanding of the urgency. The story isn't about chaos, it's about aggressive ambition. NEO has a massive appetite for growth, and they are now showing the will to execute on the operational front, which is something many investors have been waiting for. Liebin stated that in the final view, every vehicle will be harvested in the fourth quarter. Their goal is to hit delivery volume of 40K in October, 50K in November, and 60K in December. If they succeed in this crazy spree, they unlock all that demand, they stabilize their supply chain, and they finally move from a company promising growth to a company delivering it. So get ready for it because upcoming months are going to be really exciting. Hello everybody, what's going on? Few important updates are coming from Neozen. Company CEO Lee Bin had a face-to-face communications with user in Nanjing this afternoon, and he dropped some news that should get any investor's attention. From the outside, the company's initial plan for the Firefly brand was a respectable 3,000 vehicles sold per month. But the market is speaking much louder than projection. Last month, they delivered 5,500 units, that not just beating expectations. That's nearly an 85% beat on their internal goal. Liebin himself said they have been pleasantly surprised and that sales have already reached production capacity. This isn't a problem, it's a high quality signal. It tells us that the demand is strong and the immediate focus for NEO is on scaling up to meet it. But the excitement doesn't stop with domestic sales number. The real long-term story here is international expansion. The global electric vehicle market is hungry beast and NIO is feeding it. Liebin confirmed that Firefly deliveries has already begun in the key markets like Europe and Singapore. These are critical first steps, especially Europe, where customers are highly receptive to well-designed, smaller, affordable EVs. Now, here's the brand new development. NIO just signed a contract with a Thai partner. That's a major move in the booming Southern Asian market. Thailand is often called the Detroit of Southeast Asia, a major auto manufacturer and customer hub. This signals a very deliberate strategy to capture market share across different continents. And one more technical but critical detail for these new markets. Lee Bin explicitly mentioned that the Firefly design for these reasons will be right-hand drive. This simple logistical commitment means they aren't just dipping a toe. They have engineered the vehicle specifically for markets like Thailand, Singapore, and potentially future ones like the UK or Australia. So the big question here is that why we are focusing on this sub-brand and not just the main brand NIO nameplate, because Firefly is key to NIO's successful three-brand strategy. Think of it like this. You have the core NIO product, which is the premium luxury battery swap pioneer. Their margins are higher and they cater to the high-end customers. Then you have the Onvo brand, their first sub-brand, which aim for the middle market, the sweet spot for most family sedan buyers. And now Firefly is all about the entry-level urban EV segment. It's compact, it's stylish, and most importantly, it's accessible by dominating this accessible tier. Firefly served two vital purposes. First, market share. It brings in massive volume of new, younger, or more budget conscious customers into the new ecosystem. Second, defense. It fends off competition from rivals who are trying to squeeze in at the lower price point. This multi-tier approach makes NIO a much more resilient and well-rounded company, capable of weathering economic shifts. The immediate roadblock, as Lebin noted, is production capacity. But this is an investor's favorite kind of problem. It shows that production is a hit, and the only thing holding back high revenue is manufacturing speed. NIO is an experienced player. They have the resources and the operational know how to increase output, whether through existing facilities or bringing new ones online. The fact that they are already successful launching Firefly into complex markets like Europe and setting up shops in Thailand demonstrates their execution capabilities. So, when we look at the whole picture, the dramatic beat on sales, the strategic expansion into Southeast Asia, and the essential role Firefly plays into NIO overarching strategy, the narrative is overwhelmingly positive. The Firefly brand is an affordable EV that is proving to be invaluable for NIO's global ambition. The spark has ignited, the fire is glowing, and for investors, this is exactly the kind of smart international growth story we love to see. So get ready for it. With that said, thank you so much for being here. See you in next one.